Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and tonight you're probably asking yourself if you have loaded. There is an application you can actually load on your phone called CashApp, and I'm sure a lot of your friends have been using it. Okay, and you're sitting there going, "Well, I don't know how to load paper money, which would be like your dollar bills and your coins, U.S. currency. How do I load that onto CashApp?" Glad you asked, because in just a moment I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have some illustrations on this video that will show you exactly how that is to be done. Okay? But before I do, I just wanted to tell you guys that the Federal Deposit Insurance Company, whether you've ever heard of FDIC or not, the Federal Deposit Insurance Company does not insure the money that you place on the CashApp application. They don't. If you go to a regular bank, it's insured up to $250,000. If not, then it's gone. If it gets taken, it's gone. You can't get it back. That's the problem. Now you say, well, wait a minute. You mean the banks have this FDIC insurance? Absolutely. There is a Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation that was set up by the United States government, and if something happens to your bank account at that bank, your brick and mortar bank, then the government will pay you back up to $250,000. It depends on how much you had in the bank in the first place. So let's say you had $10,000 in the bank. Well, then the government would say, okay, since that $10,000 was illegally taken from you, we're going to put it back. That's how FDIC insurance works. However, if you go through CashApp, it disappears. It's gone. You do not want to be putting $10,000 on CashApp. Really bad idea. Okay? Unless you want your money to just disappear, I wouldn't do it. You do whatever you like. I'm telling you, that's not a good idea. Okay. So, how do you put money on CashApp? Well, let's take a look at the first illustration here. And the first illustration has these little icons, okay, they're graphical user interface icons at the bottom of the screen. And you'll notice that the one on the far left will either look like a dollar sign or a house. It depends on whether you have money in CashApp or you don't. If you have money in CashApp, there'll be a dollar sign. If you don't, there'll be a little house. Press on it. Then you're going to see a humongous list of options. And you can see I've got the next illustration up here right now. You'll see a list of options, okay? And one of those options says deposit paper money. And what you do is you'd actually tap with your finger, hit deposit paper money, and boom, it takes you to the next screen. The next screen will come up with some kind of a map. Now, obviously, the map you're seeing on your screen right now is not what you'll see on that screen. Okay, but there'll be a little button at the bottom. You hit it, and that map will appear. Cool. Now, the last part of this is that this thing will show you a barcode. Now, I really want to see just how many people would be ridiculous enough to try to scan the barcode from this video and try to load CashApp on something. No, it ain't gonna work. That'd be funny, but it ain't gonna work. So, anyway, but you'll see a barcode much like this, and then what you would do is you show that barcode to the cashier. The cashier would scan that barcode, type in the amount you wanted to put on CashApp, you hand them the money, and it's put on CashApp. And that's how CashApp actually works. Now, other cards don't work that way. I know that Chime, I know there's a way you could do that as far as show a barcode with Chime. Usually people just swipe their cards for Chime, but I know that there actually is a barcode that you can actually get from Chime to do that with. But CashApp, that's how you load it. Alright? So now I've shown you how to do this. Alright. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.